Alright, this is our master cylinder and booster that are supposed to glide right on to Rizzo. We're going to find out if that's true.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
This is for a Caprice, I think all the way into the 70s. So, let's see. Here's a little bastard that tried to kill me. You can see we only have one line coming up, so it's going to go into that four-way block down there. What we're going to have to do is separate that front and rear, and so we're going to take that rear line and plug it probably on that block and bring it up to our master cylinder, so we have this one going to front that's on there and the other one going to rear. We got this vacuum line running off the motor to our master here, or our booster, and then it tees and goes to this other canister, and I thought that maybe this would run some different things, but man, I don't even feel one more hose coming off of that. So I'm thinking it's just all vacuum reservoir just for the brakes. With our new master and using this Edelbrock carb, I think I'm just going to run the vacuum line off the back of the carb to the master, more like a newer style of doing things. So I think we're going to be able to get rid of this line, and I don't think this canister needs to be in here anymore. Although we'll probably leave it because it looks like it'd be a bear to get out of there. I don't know, we might try. Anyways, so I'm going to take these lines off and then we'll go inside and start disconnecting the brake pedal. This is what I was kind of expecting with this. See the rust down at the bottom there? What's happening here is the seals have gone out in the master cylinder and it's filling up the booster with oil, brake fluid. It's very common. If you're losing a lot of fluid but it doesn't seem to be hitting the ground, most likely this is your culprit. So it looks like this might work. It's kind of spaced off of it a little bit. I think this was supposed to come with some brackets that help with that spacing process. Yeah, I think this center bore hole is just a little bit tight. The holes are lining up though. The studs are lining up. So I'm gonna open up that center hole a little bit. There she is. Ooh, she fits nice too. It was supposed to come with the little piece that screws on here, but it did not. So I have one on the 39 that I need to swap out to the ball style, which this needs, and I have a clevis style that needs to go on the other one. So I guess I'll crawl underneath a different car. We run into an issue here. The hole that's in that piece isn't quite the same size as the hole in the Heim that comes with these kits. And this kit was supposed to come with a Heim and a clevis, but it didn't come with either. This is the one I pulled off my 39. The correct piece, they're all the same, but this isn't going to fit through that original GM piece here. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it. I've decided I'm going to try, and I'll see how it looks when I'm done. Try and cut this off, cut that off, slide it in there a little bit, weld it on, we'll see how it looks. Alright, there she is. Now, is it going to work with the pedal? It seems to be working really well. Got good range of motion on the pedal. I think we'll stick our pin in there and be done with under here. Before we get our master cylinder in here, I'd like to get our brake lines kind of up in the area that they're supposed to be. What I'd like to do is take that rear line off of that block I'm going to put a plug in there where it hooks into that block, and then go up and bend that line up and put this brake line inline switch for the brake lights that was on the end of the master cylinder, which is not anymore. And so we'll put this in there, and it helps us because we needed to tee into that line anyway. So instead of just putting an inline tee, and we'll put the brake light switch in there, our front line will come off that block. Alright, this is our brake pressure switch, same as the original, so we can plug that in. And then I don't ever like the ends that Napa give me. They're long, they're stupid, or they don't have any, or whatever. But that's what we have today. I like to order them from Inline Tube on eBay. They have a nice assortment. It usually works for like one vehicle or so. But yeah, like that's Napa stuff where it's got one that's one way, one that's another weird way, and they're both long and stupid. That's really not going to help us out when we go down to cut that one and reflare, because we don't have that much room as it is. So the regular nut will be about that long, and that'd be a lot easier to fit in there than that long piece. Our junction block, our factory one, this one took a little bit different thread. I don't know what it is, but it comes in those inline tube packs of assorted pieces. I got the two figured out for our master, same deal, part of that inline tube kit from eBay. This is all for 3/16 line. Put this guy back in, get these two front ones hooked up, and then I can hook in this new top one. Got our plug in our rear here. What the fuck? What is this aftermarket garbage going on here? This is fucked. Well, obviously I'm gonna have to replace that. So we'll just get our lines all figured out here. I ordered a new booster. It should be here any day now, so we'll trade out that. But for right now, just kind of get this thing kind of set up here. I've never seen that happen. Probably because it's not supposed to. Alright, I want to kind of show this a little better here. Hold you over in the shade. So, what I'm going to do, here's our mark. I'm bend it like that. What I like to do is take a socket. This only really works with copper nickel blend. If you don't have copper nickel blend, I don't know if this will work. And then you take it and you wrap it around. And now what this is going to do is, while the frame and the body move in different rates because of the body mounts and whatnot, this will keep it from cracking the line because it can spring. Alright, taking out our old vacuum line. This just kind of fell off. The problem with that kind of action is loss of vacuum to your booster, but also you can have erratic idling and stuff like that on the engine. We're just not going to use that. And I'm going to plug that front off of the intake, and then I'm going to move it to the back of the carb where the Edelbrock has a port for the vacuum. Got our new vacuum line poured off the back of the carb to our booster. We'll have to pull that back off to replace that booster, but we'll get there. That's pretty much it. He had a leak up here that was just on, that little hose was loose. I think all the loss of brake fluid that it was having is just coming out of that master going straight into the booster. Looked like it'd been doing it for many years. Should run a little better from lack of vacuum leak. Should stop better as long as we can get a new good booster on there. And the master is a lot safer now that it's dual reservoir instead of just having one reservoir that goes bad and or empty and then you have zero brakes. This will make it to where if one ran out of fluid then the other one would still stop you. A lot safer.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.